All right, so usually I would have left the video the way it was. I posted something earlier. I would have left it, but I wanted to post something just to talk about it. So, if you notice that first video I posted, I was very upset and very angry. I was actually pretty much in the heat of the situation, right after coming off the situation, I was really upset. I was really angry. Later on, I posted another video. That one was and I knew I would have to later on, because that one was basically, to explain it a bit more, I would say, intelligently, to talk about that situation more, just in a more intelligent way. Not just in an intelligent way, kind of like post commentary, post commentary to further explain. I thought I did a good job, you know what I mean? And what do I think of that situation now? It's the same thing, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just like, as far as I know, for adults, the world really isn't like that. You know what I mean? When I do something, or something's wrong, there's something going on. But it is what it is. I actually just watched the videos back. I watched the first one and I watched the next one. And the odd thing, so first I watched the second one, and I thought it was kind of funny, and I thought it was kind of cool. And then when I went back to the first one, I kind of remembered how I was feeling. And I realized that I was really angry at the time, I was really upset, and it was a big deal. The truth right now, and I'm talking to you very calmly at this point. It's been many hours, many hours. I'm talking to you very calmly at this point. The truth is that, situations like these have to be dealt with in a way where we're not playing that same game all the time. You know what I mean? What that means is that until the situation is fixed, not to let it go on. And let me give you a bit of a metaphor. I'm thinking of a metaphor. So this is a good metaphor. Your oil tank is leaking in your car. It might be a small leak, but you got a leak going on. Now, when you see that leak, you got to realize that that's very dangerous. If you have a leak like that, it can cause a fire. It can burn up the car or something. You know what I mean? It's very serious. Now, you let's say you fix it, or you take it somewhere, whatever the case is, you get it fixed. You know what I mean? But whoever fixed it didn't fix it properly. The leak comes back. You know what I mean? What am I gonna do? You know what I mean? What am I gonna do if I got that issue where this thing is just it keeps leaking? Either that car is gonna be burnt down or I'm gonna junk it. So either that car burns down from that leak, or I just throw it. I junk it. I just pretty much just flatten it to one little piece, to bits. You know what I mean? Because as human beings, like I said, like at the moment, I gotta tell you, am I happy about that? How do I feel about that? Honestly, I don't feel that good about it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm trying to move forward. You know what I mean? And moving forward doesn't mean that I'm trying to avoid this. Moving forward, and that's why I brought up that metaphor. Moving forward is I'll tell you, man, honestly, as upset as I was in that video, as upset as I was in the first, especially in the first video and the second video, as upset as I was, you know what I mean? I was going somewhere, the thought just kind of escaped my mind. I was saying, as upset as I was at that time, I literally lost the thought. but as upset as I was at that time, like I said, I still would want to get that situation fixed. No, okay, I got it. I got the thought. So look, me and some of us, even Latin people, me and Latin people, you know what, man, we like to enjoy. You know what I mean? There are races and people out there who literally love to be miserable all the time. They will pick fights with you. They will provoke you. They will aggravate you because they're always shitty vibing. They got shitty vibes and they're not vibing. They just living shitty all the time. So they try to throw that at your face too. That, oh, you think you guys are better than us. You know what? We like to be happy, man. We're not angry people. As upset as you saw me in that first video, and as upset as I was in that second video, as angry as I felt, what I can tell you is that, is I don't really I'd love to go back to the state where I could feel better and go back to feeling good. But at the same time, I felt like even that issue that I had, that I've been dealing with that issue for a while. It was with an Indian security guard. Then it's, then that Indian security guard, that particular staff started talking to each other for like 5-6 minutes in front of me, just talking shit, and then that guy comes up talking shit. And then it's like, he agrees to me that, dude, okay. I'm like, dude, listen, man, if you don't want to deal with this shit and you say, that I'm the idiot and I got a problem, just don't deal with me, man. He agrees to it, but the next day he starts fucking with me, threatens me that he's going to hold my pass, and actually gets his wish fulfilled because they did exactly what he said and they held my pass, just like he said. Yeah, I mean, so that's a problem that I was already dealing with because I dealt with it with that motherfucker, then I dealt with this motherfucker, and then this motherfucker really tried to fuck me over today. And they wouldn't even accept the fact that I just didn't want to talk to him. You know what I mean? I didn't want to talk to him because he was trying to provoke me and all that. And I'm like, he doesn't want it really because he can't take me on that level and he knows it. But he's just trying to fucking get me riled up to say shit, to use it. And the funny thing is, I didn't play his game. You know what I mean? I actually played it very intelligently. I was even quiet a bit. I played the game perfectly. And when they still did what he wanted to do, it made me very upset because I actually played that perfectly. So basically what you did is you just fucking slammed my back against the wall. And now that you slammed my back against the wall, you really angered me, man. You know what I mean? But I'm not an angry guy. I like to be in a good mood and I like to enjoy shit. I like to have a good time. But at the same time, it's very clear and it's very obvious that we got some kind of ongoing issue. This shit's been going on for months and months. You know what I mean? And it seems like there is an issue with that subcontinent. They call it a subcontinent. They call it the Indian continent. All those little countries around it are supposed to be part of that Indian subcontinent. You know what I mean? But the thing is that at this point, I'm not an Emirati. You know what I mean? I'm not a Saudi. You know what I mean? I'm not an Arab. You know what I mean? You can tell, maybe you mistaken my face, but that's not, I'm not one of those people. So if you're coming at me, you got to understand you're coming at Latin people. And that's the, I wouldn't say that's a change because you already knew that. And that was already the same factor when this problem originally started. Now the truth is that for some reason, this subcontinent, these Indian people are being backed because Toronto is obviously an international city. So you can't just do something without real backing, like even if it was like, let's say it was a department store. Even if you have people in different areas of that department and they're from the same country and they all want to do something, they're representing a country at that point. So what I'm trying to figure out is why is internationally India getting put on and able to fuck with us Latin people, which makes me think that, if they're gonna fuck with us, how do we react with that? Because I might be I might get in a good mood, but I don't want to have to deal with that shit again and again. You know what I mean? And if I do have to deal with it again and again, then we might as well have a war, man. It might as well just be battle after battle, man. You know what I mean? We might as well just live in war, because that's the only things I know. I'm not a piece of shit and I don't want to be miserable every day. I like to have a good time and be in a good mood. But if you want to ruin that and you want to fuck with me to make me miserable as you, then we got to go to war because I only know two things. When somebody takes away my good feelings and my good vibes, I want to go to war. You know what I mean? And if it's systemic, we'll play it on any level. We'll play it on any level because I don't want this to shit to just be reoccurring. I'm not gonna get in a bad mood and get in a good mood, get in a bad mood. Meaning, upcoming, anything that happens in the future, it will contribute to some sort of, you know what I mean? Because there's gotta be a solution, man. I mean, the car's either gonna burn from the oil spill, you know what I mean? Or it's gonna get flattened, man. It's gonna get jumped. So you decide, man. But at the end of the day, like, I mean, nothing else to say, man. Nothing else to say.